From groundbreaking exhibitions to copyright infringement, 2018 has been non-stop in the world of street art. In this episode, I want to take a look at everything that's going on right now in the world of spray paint, murals, and children being thrown in cages. Let's have ourselves a wee catch-up. My name's Doug, you're watching Fifth Wall TV. If this is your first time watching this channel, welcome. This is the part where I usually try and emotionally bribe people into following me on Instagram at Fifth Wall TV and subscribing to the YouTube channel, but I don't think I'm going to do that this time, so we're just going to get stuck into it. See what I did there? As always, the world of muralism continues to bring us plenty of surprises. Aside from the overwhelming normalization of adverts, there are some artists out there holding down the entire scene. Back in March, a wave of protests erupted in Spain following the results of a rape trial involving 5 men and an 18-year-old girl. Challenging the patriarchal inequality that still exists within the Spanish legal system, Argentinian artist Hyuro has taken her protest in the form of this conservative woman, and it just goes to show that even if it's bold and in the public domain, you can still have strong statements even if they're not that obvious. French artist MTO is known for poking at the scene, and as a fellow scene poker, I'm a big fan of his work. His recent piece in Berlin though was a conceptualist dream. Layered with symbolism and depth, everything from the appropriation of modern day urban clothing to the position of the mural itself. What's particularly clever about the piece is that it's anamorphic, which means you can only see it as it was intended from one particular point. This means it doesn't matter if you've got 10 years experience photographing walls or this is your first time, you have to play by his rules in order to get the complete picture. This kind of democratizes the game of that final shot. I'll put a blurb in the description of what the artist actually said about the concept. It might just be me, but it feels like Sainer is having a bit of a moment just now. Ever since his exhibition in Paris last year, he's just been going from strength to strength. Together with Bez, they formed the Addam crew, who were really known for bringing this graphic character-based surrealism and putting it right on the map. But as he does more and more solo work, we're really seeing him push it in a fresh direction. His collaboration with Sebas Velasco at the start of June just shut the whole game down for me. From the framing of the piece, the subtle nuances of the background, the colour palette, the depth of the characters, everything about this was exactly where muralism should be, exactly where collaboration should be. The way that they've both combined this together is absolutely top of the class. Take a bow, lads. Sebas, you are an absolute monster. While we're on the topic of the Addam crew, I love this piece by Pat Perry in Iraq. Teaming up with the local Syrian and Kurdish communities, the mural stands as this really powerful symbol of peace in an era that could use it. Although, if we're speaking honestly to each other, it does look like an Addam crew. You know I'm right, but in this day and age, everybody seems to look like Addam. You know who you are. Just saying. We see. As always, I got a lot of love for anything that Addam Yekutieli does. I particularly loved his recent project in Jerusalem. On a building covered with bullet holes from the Six-Day War in 1967, Addam converted each scar into a justification that people give for war. This also happened to coincide with the opening of the US Embassy in Jerusalem, and I just think the perfect timing of this and the subtle delivery just goes to speak volumes about what he's doing at the moment. By now you'll no doubt have heard that the US administration has been splitting up migrant families trying to enter the country. Young children are being indefinitely torn apart from their parents and held in what Fox News are calling summer camps, what us and the rest of the world are calling cages. Make no mistake, aside from Alex Jones and Fox News, there are plenty of pundits, journalists and politicians out condemning the actions of the administration, but this from In Decline just knocked it out of the park for me. In my personal opinion, there's no substitute for direct action like this. I believe it speaks to us as a general public in a way that journalists and politicians just can't. So I will always 100% support any group, any activist, any artist that is out challenging oppression when they see it. Finally, I'd just like to take a minute to pay my respects to K-Bag, Trip and Lover, the 3 young men that lost their life out painting this month in London. Nothing in this game is worth losing your life over. If you are planning on heading trackside, make sure you stay safe, you stay informed, and you look out for each other. Till next time, my name's Doug. This is Fifth Wall TV.